everyone, this is Kelly with Olathe Ford RV Center. I'm back to show you another amazing RV that we have in inventory. Today I'm going to show you the 2027 Winnebago EKKO. It's on the Ford Transit chassis. It has a 5.3 liter engine V6 with 10 speed. So let's go take a look. Okay, so there's a lot of bells and whistles on this Winnebago EKKO. So let's talk about power. Initially, you're going to have your lithium battery, kind of the gold standard in the industry. They've got one lithium battery in there, but they made sure to leave room so you could put the exact same battery, so you could have two of them in there. Currently, with one battery, you can run everything in here for 5 to 6 hours. So with two, you could maybe double that. And then another source of power, you've got your propane generator here. You've got the RVMP 2800E generator. So we move along, let's talk about what else is out here. So this has your gray tank and your freshwater tank, and it has a cassette toilet. There's lots of great research. This is nothing to be afraid of, super easy to utilize and work. Get you more off-grid when you need to. Moving on back here, you've got your whole water station set up. So you've got your gray tank dump here. You've got your freshwater, you've got your ability to put your freshwater here, your city water control, not to mention a hot and cold shower on this side. You've also got a hot and cold shower on the other side. So that's great for flexibility there. The one thing that makes this such a usable unit is this huge garage space. So you've got the Ram racks, so you can put your bikes in there, your e-bikes, whatever you need when you're going down the road. And then I'm going to mention something that kind of works really well with this garage. Besides having this door that raises up and you can kind of work underneath, but I know a guy who does a lot of Ironmans and triathlons, and he really likes this feature when you add the Batwing. So this awning will come out like this. So it covers that space as well as this space. So if you're needing to work on your bikes or do anything, you've still got cover over here. So that Batwing, that's an option that we added when we brought it in. I should mention this has 5,000 pound towing capacity and a 500 pound rear hitch weight. So because it's on a Ford Transit chassis, it's got your side view sensors are right here in this location. So come along, I should mention also in this garage you've got 2 different locations for electricity outlets as well as lighting in there as well. I should mention as I close this, they've got new locking mechanisms for all the doors. Really handy and really locks the doors down tight. So you're like, well, why 2 small propane tanks? Well, their idea is that if you're off-grid or you're in a small town, not everybody has these 20 and 30 and 40 gallon tanks. So you can literally anywhere get a 20-gallon tank. So that's why they did this setup for you. Your propane connection is right here. And then while we're talking about propane connection, because this is what most people use when they're going to grill out and they've got their own grill, they also created in this storage area, they sell an add-on feature of an outside kitchen. But what they decided to do was make sure that this also fit those big coolers we all have right now will fit perfectly in this space if you chose not to have the outside kitchen as well. We're going to go inside here in just a second, but while we're outside, I want to point out that you've got the steps that go in and out, but you've also got, they did a new screen door. So this is a metal screen, top and bottom, and it also has a deadbolt just for the screen, as well as a deadbolt for the door. So safety first. As we mentioned, we've got great lithium power here, and Adler and I are so excited to be back in out of the heat. But as you kind of listen, there's no generator running. I don't have the engine running. The AC is working perfectly, all based on having that lithium battery. So we're appreciative. So as you come in here, there's still a lot of things to discuss. We'll just kind of start from the front of the coach and move back. Some things you don't see and wouldn't know just visually is in this area right here. You've got an HDMI cable, You've got normal cable hookup, electricity, all tucked in this area. So maybe a DVD player or something like that, or maybe even a printer. You could print something if you're working from the road. Okay, so you've got swivel seats, so that makes this area really nice and conversational. And as I mentioned, I was surprised when you get to take a look at these seats here, actually they're really comfortable to sit in. Surprisingly, at first I thought, oh, those look pretty stiff, but no, they're very comfortable. So as you're going down the road, I've done a lot of test drives in these, and that's usually where I sit, and I'm as comfortable as can be. Okay, so one thing I want to mention, you've got storage on both sides, you've got storage overhead, you've got great storage in the bedroom, which you'll see in just a bit. But something to keep in mind is a lot of times in RVs, if you have great outside storage, which we already showed you, you lose the inside storage. If you've got great inside storage, you lose the outside storage. This is the best of both worlds. You get great storage space here. We'll show you the drawers. Everything comes, opens up and closes nice and tight, so there's not a rattle as you go down the road. Another amazing feature of this Winnebago EKKO are the windows. First of all, they're a tinted acrylic, so the sun's not going to come blaring in. And then when you with a little bit of push, they open. Look how big those open. Oh my gosh, you get cross flow like no other. You'll see a lot of units only open maybe 6 inches out, so you struggle to get that cross flow. This size window is the same size that's on both sides in the bedroom. So pretty nice feature there. Super easy to use. And how you close them, just reach in, push it down, and they lock down tight. They've got 4 spots where they lock down. A couple things in the kitchen. You've got a 5.3 cubic foot fridge. You've got a propane gas stove top, so you can cook away in here, or of course outside using that additional propane connection. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the bathroom. This is not a new design for Winnebago, but it sure is a great one. So as you come on in, you've got your shower, right? Even though it's a wet dry bath, all you're seeing right now is the shower. And then all you do is you reach in, and there's a little snap right here. And you let that come forward, and voila, there's your bathroom. So what I like about that is when you're using the restroom, you're just using the restroom. When you're brushing your teeth, you're not in the shower, vice versa. So real quick, we'll come back, talk a little bit about the bedroom. This is where the main AC is. And I should mention when we're talking about AC is these are directional. So you can turn the vents toward you just to get the flow you want. Whether you're pushing everything forward, pushing everything back. But you've got the 2 twin beds. A little fact I learned recently is Winnebago makes their own mattresses in-house, and they are really nice and sturdy. But this can be 2 twin beds, or it can also transition into one big king bed, which I think measures 60 by 80 if you chose to put that together. So again, more storage. You've got huge storage cabinets on both sides, here and here. And then you've also got 2 big wardrobe drawers as well. And again, I'll have you take a look at the windows when you're back there. All right, so you've got your control panel up here. You can check the levels of your battery, your tank levels, up to really small increments. So that's good. Sometimes you run into them where you think you know where it is, but at the increments it's kind of telling you are, a third, and sometimes you can get yourself in trouble because of that. This one is like a tenth. It shows you in tenths, so you really have more accurate tank level knowledge. You got generator control here, your water pump control is here. You can turn it on and off from here as well. Then you've got your 40 amp solar charge controller, and I didn't mention that was the other source of power. You've got 455 watts of solar on top, so this thing's got some meat to it. And this is all run, your power is all run through the Xantrax Freedom System. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video with me on the 2027 Winnebago EKKO. If you have any questions, call us at Olathe Ford RV Center. Again, my name is Kelly, and my direct line is 913-971-1385.